What's up guys, my name is Kevin and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. In this series we're going to be going through my 1975 Datsun 280Z 2x2. It's a beautiful day here in South Texas. This is my first ever YouTube video, so bear with me on the awkwardness, the editing, everything else that goes into it. I started this YouTube channel for a couple different reasons. One of them, I just wanted to keep myself accountable for this project car. This is my third ever Datsun, and the two previous ones, the first one I completely took apart, stripped it down to a shell, and kind of just left it as that. Never really did anything, so I kind of just lost interest. That was back in late high school and didn't really have the money to work on the car. So I just left it. Then I bought a running 260Z 1974 and drove that throughout college, and that was a lot of fun. But like I said, really never did anything with the car. This time, years down the road, as you guys know, these cars have gotten extremely expensive. So the price point was really nice on this. Just get my hands and feet wet with this project car to see if I can really fix it and get it together. I have a 1-year-old son, and I promised my wife and him that I would get this car running and eventually be able to give this to him when he's older. They're the real reasons behind these videos, to keep myself accountable, but they've inspired me to kind of get me out of my comfort zone, post a couple videos on YouTube, really explain to everyone who watches what I'm doing to this car. So without further ado, we'll talk a little bit more about the car, and I hope you guys enjoy the series. Bought this car back in early September of last year. Bought it from a high schooler, and the selling point was honestly the price of this car. As you can see, it's in real rough shape. I've already done a couple things to the car. There was a wide body kit that I've taken off the hood because the hood latch wasn't working properly, and I've taken a couple of the extra parts that were inside the car and cleaned it up, organized the garage a little bit so I can focus on this car. I bought this car for $300. It is a big project. It's going to be a budget project for myself, but like I said, the price point was really worth it. I really wanted to get a better shell, a little bit more rust-free body. As you can see, a lot of rust here in the emblem, a lot of rust here at the rear fender. And if we open up the door here, you can see my garage floor right through the floor pans, both on the passenger side and on the driver's side. So all of that is gonna have to be fixed one of these days. Just an overall look of the car. Not too bad. Some more rust here on the rear end, more rust at this emblem point, and then same here on the driver's side. Rockers aren't the best. Quite a bit of rust here on the top of the windshield. But overall, not too bad of a car. Like I said, my wife and my son are the real inspiration behind getting this car. They're the best, and I'm forever thankful for them for following me and supporting me in whatever I do. I just love them both very much. But in this series, I'll take you through the whole restoration, I hope. Like I mentioned, it's going to be a budget, so I'll keep track of how much I've spent over the last couple months, which will probably turn into the next couple years. I've already ordered a couple parts. As you can see from the engine bay, we're missing ignition cable, the ignition coil, and I need to get a new battery because this one's old and dead. As you can see, there are quite a few other extra parts. According to the previous owner, the high schooler picked it up off of a field about 2 years ago, maybe a little more than that, about 3 years ago. Sat for a little while, the previous owner wanted to introduce nitrous to this car. And you can see here already, you got precision nitrous oxide systems right here. So what I'm gonna end up having to do is clean up these systems, kind of declutter this engine bay a little bit, because there's wires and a whole bunch of other crap just floating through the engine bay here. Extra catch can, extra wires that I have no idea what they do. So it'll be fun to see what goes on. I've ordered new spark plugs as well, so those should be here hopefully in a couple days. I ordered them last week. I should have been here 2 days ago, but you know how that works. So in the next coming videos, we'll be going through the process of cleaning it up and trying to get this thing started. If I can't get this thing started, I might just sell this thing out for scrap. It's a pretty bad body, but we'll see. Who knows? We'll see what happens to this car. Brand new little tires on it from the previous owner. There's just the extra trailer tires. Got 3 of the same rims of these. That previous one I just showed you is the extra one. Got a whole bunch of spare parts that came with this car. Here's the dash. Pretty good condition. The wiring cable looks real good. There is a cover on it that I'm going to strip off because it doesn't look good. Came with the bottom end of the rear seats for the 2x2, so I need to eventually look for the top half. Center console, that's been messed with. We got the rear trim pieces. And then over here on this side, we have a set of extra taillights, a whole bunch of extra parts. We got a brand new, whatever this is, I'll figure it out here in a little bit. Got the jack stand. My neighbor gave me a whole bunch of these service manuals. You got the Haynes. I think I got Chilton down there as well. A whole bunch of extra parts to work with and play with. Kind of see what I can do with them in particular. But otherwise, it's not a bad looking car. Slight dent right here. A lot of rust throughout the car. As I was looking through this car with the last owner, I think we agreed upon that this car has been painted at least 3 times. If we take a look here in the actual inside, we believe that this is gray. Now gray turned into, let's see, like a blue, and then they painted white on top of it. And then the clear coat that they put on there is just disappearing. Like I said, it's been sitting for almost 3 years now. The last owner was able to get it to turn over. I was too, before the battery died. It's all hooked up. I was able to get the fan moving, so that just indicated to me that the engine was not stuck, which is a huge plus to this. Cams look good. Extremely dirty cover. Maybe I can make a video of how to clean this thing. Like I mentioned, I got brand new spark plugs, a whole bunch of just wiring, and a fuel pressure gauge that's been sitting here for probably 2 years, even longer than that. But otherwise, a decent car for $300. Like I mentioned, I don't really plan on these videos to get a lot of attention. If they do, that's great. Anyone who watches, I really appreciate you guys watching. If any of you guys are gearheads, motorheads, let me know what to do. I have a couple ideas of where I need to go from here. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing a lot of reading while I sit for my job. But let me know in the comments down below if you have any tips or tricks or any advice for me. That'd be really appreciated. But like I mentioned, I'm getting those new parts here in the next couple days. The first order of business is for me to drop the gas tank and really see how bad the gas is. Purge the gas all the way through the lines. I'm gonna check the filter there as well, see how the filter looks, how the ascending unit looks, and really go from there. So in the next video, I'm gonna be covering that. That's something to look forward to, both for you guys and for me. So really that's about it. Start with that, get some clean fuel, clean out the gas tank possibly. Definitely get all the junk and crunk and whatever else is in there, and just go from there. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the follow. Please hit subscribe. I think you're supposed to say that on a YouTube video. And enjoy the rest of the series. Alrighty, we'll talk to you later.